my lovies, and welcome to She's Healing Podcast. I am your host, Chandler Italia. So let's go ahead and get introduced to each other. All right. Like I said, I am Chandler Italia. I am from Houston, Texas. I attend Sam Houston State University. Um, I am graduating in December. Girl, it has been a long time coming. All right. I will be graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Criminal Justice with a minor in Equity and Inclusion, and I am so excited. Whew, I'm counting down the months, okay? I'm the baby of six siblings. My favorite color is pink. Yes, I am very spoiled. I love you, mama. Um, what else about me? I'm empathetic. I'm very shy. I'm an introvert. But I talk when needed. Like if you like get me into like a good conversation, oh baby, I can talk. I can talk. All right. What else about me? I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to eat and try new foods. Okay. hmm I love to do my makeup. If you're on YouTube, you see the face. I know you see the face. Okay. Um, and y'all will learn a lot about me, throughout, episodes and just me posting. So yeah, that's really it about me. Oh, and I'm 21 and I'm single and not ready to mingle no time soon. Not even thinking about it, sweetheart. I'm over the idea of men in love at this moment. Don't even ask. Don't even DM me. It's a no. It's just gonna be your left and red. I'm sorry. So sorry. Um, enough about me. So let's get into why you're here. She's Healing Pod. Grow and evolve with her. Now, let's just introduce the podcast. So, what this podcast is just going to be me talking to you guys about everything, about the hard conversations, about God, about relationships, about friendships, about school, about life, about politics, about things that's going on in the world. You're going to hear a lot in this podcast because it's a lot to talk about, okay? And like I said, we're going to have those hard conversations. And with us being 20 somethings, we're so bent on, let me just do it by myself. I don't need support. I don't need to listen to anybody, but I kind of want to be you guys' big sister in a way, even though I'm still learning and growing by myself. So it's going to be a lot of things that I question as well, things that I might not know about, but I'm here and we're just going to grow and we're just going to evolve together. Okay. And I do want to implement maybe next month or so, like a fan read Friday where like I either get on Instagram Live or something and like kind of read you guys DMs about questions or any comments y'all like have. Just just to build a better connections with y'all as we get on this journey with each other. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but it's gonna be so worth it. And I'm so excited for this journey. Um, what else to say? Why I chose this podcast? Honestly, because God told me to. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. It was around September 2022, and you're like, "It's March, girl." I know I was very disobedient, and God whooped me. He's been whooping me, y'all. Okay, um, calm down. Sorry. But he put it on my heart because I was just in a like stagnant moment where I was like, okay, look, God, I know why you put me here. I know my purpose here on earth. I know what you want me to do, but it's just like I'm not doing it. I'm just stuck in this place of just school, work, friends, and I wanted more. I needed more for my mental and for my emotional too, and spiritual as well. I didn't feel like I was actually serving my purpose. And so God kept telling me, do a podcast. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it, I ain't gonna do it. And because by this time, a lot of people have been doing podcasts or like starting their podcast up, I was like, what if I started and then I stopped? He was like, you're not. I was like, but what if I do? You're like, you're not. I was like, what? He's like, stop. Just do it. And I I was disobedient. I didn't start when he told me to start, which was in September and October. And I kept pushing off. And finally, I was just like, okay, a month later, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do it. Let me start this because I've been feeling very empty lately and I haven't been hearing God. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do what you told me to do finally. I know he mad. I'm sorry. But I just feel like I've been called to do this, and if I didn't do it, I wasn't going to get anywhere with what my purpose here on earth is. So that's why I started. And, with the name, I was like struggling for months and months and months. And it wasn't until I actually bought the podcast equipment that I like came up with a solid name with She's Healing Pod growing involved with her. It wasn't until I bought it, until it got shipped, delivered, and everything. He was like, I'm gonna make this easy. When it's God's plan and when it's God's will, it's easy. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be confusing. Everything's just supposed to come. It's supposed to flow. It's supposed to just be easy, easy breezy, lemony squeezy. Okay, and that's what this process has been. I've been researching. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, what to buy, what to do. I don't have a camera. Use your phone, girl. Use your phone, okay? And so that's what I'm doing right now. I got my ring light set up, my phone on my tripod, and this microphone in my computer. That's it. That's all it took, and God gave me the name. And I was like, I was coming up with different names, her narrative, healing ish, and all this. And I was like, God, whatever you want this podcast to be named, name it. And he did. And gonna be honest, I went through a lot of self doubt when it came to this podcast. I was like, what if nobody was like, she don't have nothing to say? What is she gonna say that's gonna help me? People not gonna listen and all of this stuff, and people gonna judge me for doing this podcast. Was like Jesus was judged. And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, but he was judged, he was slandered, he was you know the story. And it's like he was ridiculed, so I'm gonna be ridiculed, the same way, especially for following in his footsteps, not his footsteps, of following in his like path that he has for me. And it's gonna be hard. I know. I started and stopped this journey many, many times when it came to God. And I know it's gonna be hard. I know it's not gonna always be the easiest. But when God has called you to do something, He's gonna make that easy. You know, when He called me to this podcast, He made it easy, like I said. So it's just, are you gonna keep your faith in God? You know, are you going to trust him in all the ways that he can bless you? So many times we want to take stuff into our own hands and like forget that God is there and that God can do the inevitable, and that once God set his mind on something, he gonna do it. Once you pray, once you write it out, once you make it clear as day as what you want God to do, God will do it. God will put his plan to it, if it's in his will, if it's in his way. And we have to trust that. We have to trust him that he obviously knows what's best for us when we don't even know what's best for us. We have to trust the pain. We have to trust the the bruises, the cuts. We have to trust that God has bigger, better plans for that. So yeah, and that's why I made this podcast, just to not be the light, but just to help you guys be guided on this way with healing and with getting closer to God, getting closer to friends, or losing friends, losing relationships, and being, you guys is, kind of safe place in a sense. Just not like, hey, yo, let me go ahead and listen to the podcast. Let me see what you guys say today. Let me see what God has put in your heart to say to us. And that's what I want this podcast to be. I don't want it to be led by just what I want to say. No, this is literally what God has put in my heart to do. Things He wants me to say and wants me to talk about, you know? And I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me. It's not going to be, peaches and creams, but I know this is what God wants for me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the next episodes. The next two episodes are probably going to be like a small little series just to, help better put out my podcast. It's going to be called If Not You, Then Who. We're going to be talking about healing, and then we're going to be talking about your own success. Um, and so many times we like think, if, you know, I gotta do that, or I don't have to be called to do this or anything like that. It's like, if you're not gonna heal, then who? Who gonna heal you? If you're not gonna go after your dreams or after your success, then who's gonna do it for you? Nobody. You have to be willing to take that step to just go out on faith. It's scary. Trust me, this whole thing to me is scary, but I know it's worth it. I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? But yeah, um, we're just gonna be talking about a lot. God, friends, relationships, everything that you need to hear about. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're listening on podcasts, go ahead and go on YouTube and listen to me twice. All right. Go ahead. You want to see the pretty face behind the voice. Um, I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the prelude. All right. Sending you love, wishes, and blessings. May God bless you all. Love y'all. Bye, my lovies.